Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Dave, and I'm trying to get this channel up and running. So, if you like what you see, please check out. I've got over 100 shorts that I've done in the last week or so, trying to get this channel up and running. So please watch them, like them if you like what you see, and I'm gonna be trying to document my year through the seasons in the garden. Hopefully, um, you'll enjoy. So what I'm going to do today is have a final look around the garden before I actually start doing the likes of planters, lawn care, trimming before the end of March. We've only got a week left. And pruning, tidying up, and maybe a bit of garden design, just to try and up things up from last year, because yeah, I don't think I'm satisfied with the garden right now. But that might change when obviously we start getting the bedding plants in, and we'll have a look. And thanks a lot. So we're going to start under the trees, and these are my hawthorns. They're about 40 years old, and they're really great at opening up early. And as you can see, slightly taking over the garden, but I could trim them back when they go back into dormant mode. But these guys are just really nice, and privacy wise, during the summer and spring months, they're better than trellis. Okay, so I've got to do some power washing. I started off and I've had a bit of a week where I haven't been able to do much in the garden with work, and as you can see, since last summer things are taking over, but that's what it will look like, and then I'll repaint that. I'm going to repaint my decking, and if you look at the state of my lawn, problem with being under trees, but once it's reseeded and weed killed, tends to look nice. I don't like getting rid of all the weeds because the nature likes it, and when you're sat over there, it doesn't look overwhelmingly weedy. But yeah, anyway, so carrying on, here is some, again, over purchased and underused plants. I've got some ferns, I've got some ivy, and I'll have to make use of that. Such a waste, such a waste. This in my corner, I put this in about a year ago, maybe two, and this is an Aucubia, and as you can see from some of my shorts, it's a lovely, lovely speckled plant. Look at the leaves, glossy, speckled, evergreen, will grow under trees, so shade. This gets some sunlight, but not much. But these things just absolutely thrive anywhere, in my opinion. I've never had a problem. I've got one in the front and this one in the corner. Again, it'll grow probably yay high, 2 meters, but you can trim it and prune it to keep it small, compact, and it'll just keep on coming back. This is this year's growth, obviously, as you can see, all starting to come out. Some of it's been, oh, nope, it hasn't been. That's just the way the leaves are at the moment. And as you can see, some of the flowers from the winter are still there, hence the new growth. I love my dwarf grasses. Again, the colours, look at the variation of colours there. And I've got some spiral unimus, again, not in the bed, but whether it goes there permanently or not, I don't know. That has never had a problem. That just has been there a year or two, and it's doing absolutely fine. So this is the before, obviously. So as you can see, the flower beds are not looking the best. Another unimus, a larger green unimus, and a gold and yellow and green unimus. This was a jasmine, a star jasmine, and it's obviously liking where it is. It's reaching up once this flowers, which you can see here. Once this flowers, that will be getting cut back, and it'll start all over again. Yeah, I think I probably need to train that better. I did start off, you can see some green garden wire there, but it obviously decided it wanted to go this way and cling onto the tree. But my reason for buying this was the smell. The fragrance is absolutely amazing. And I've obviously let it get a bit out of control, but it's nothing that can't be sorted. Dwarf shrubs, I could just have these everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. All year round colour. All year. And they don't really need much care and attention. You know, if they're happy, they might need pruning every now and again to either keep them in shape or take away some of the dead branches. But other than that, 9 times out of 10, I have no input with these things. They're just fantastic. Astilbe, I bought these before I did my shrubs, and I just haven't got the heart to move them on. But Astilbe come back. They've been there about 8-9 years, and every year they put on an amazing display. Another Unimus. I think I'm going in the direction of a totally evergreen garden, because you just get a whole year worth of display. Yep, Coreopsis, I think this is called, if my memory serves me right. This started off behind my shed, and it obviously came over with some soil at some time, and it's just reproduced and duplicated itself multiple times. This gives off a lovely flower head, tiny red, orangey, fiery flower heads. But I don't think I am going to be keeping this, so we'll see about that. All these promises, and whether I act on them, we'll see. Hydrangeas, great space filler. Deciduous, this was a cutting, and as you can see, it's no longer a cutting, it's a mature shrub. They've all had their last year's flower heads took off, and as you can see already, the new one is starting. So we're going to get another good display. Probably not going to be here by the end of the season. I think I'm going to move that on. Right time or not, it's got to go. I put it there because I needed a space filling at that particular time. So, but we'll see. All of these things, whether I get them done is another question. Another flower bed. Now, this has got to be utilised this year. I let this one do its own thing. Again, another Astilbe with an old flower head on it. My taste in them has changed. I thought at the time, because they were perennial, I'd really enjoy them coming up every year. And I do like to see them. But my taste has now changed. So yeah, they've got to go. I think I'm not a fan of annuals or perennials. They're nice to fill out, but my heart at the moment is with the evergreens. And we got some dwarf pines. Say no more. These guys, very slow growing, don't need much care. They like to be in light because they originate from like mountain tops and things like that. A bit like alpines, they spread low across the ground. And these again are evergreen, and the colour on them is just beautiful. Dwarf growing, so you don't have to maintain them. They just grow a few centimeters a year, and yeah, that's it. Back to the spiderweb japonica. Come on, I've been saying the name for a couple of years. There we go. It's called a fatsia. Some people call them castor oil plants, and green ones are lovely. This one's in a pot, so what's that? Maybe a 20-litre pot. I didn't put it in the ground because I do know that they can get really big. I don't know whether there's a different dwarf variety and this is what I've got, or whether I'm just stunting its growth because it's in a pot. But this thing came as a little 2-litre plant, and it seems okay. It's doing fine, and I just want to keep it in a reasonable size, because whether I get around to trimming it back every season or every couple of years, I don't know. So yeah, but that's doing fine. A stunning thing that doesn't need any care or attention, and it's in quite a sunny spot. And again, look at it. More Euonymus. These are great for ground cover, or they're also amazing wall climbers. They will just lean against the wall and grow up it again. And then we got another spreading pine. This is going to probably go in one of my future projects. I'm intending, if you look at my last short, or last couple of shorts, I've done a little pine bed video, and yeah, these are lovely. They're like sun, they're slow growing, minimal attention needed. You just leave them and yeah, enjoy them. There's some new growth, as you can see the colour difference. And then we got a larger shrub which was originally variegated, and if you don't keep the green stuff under control, it'll just revert back to its more energy consuming, energy creating colour, which is that. But I like the variation there. Look at that, same plant, just some of it's reverted back to its original. And again, the famous balcony, that is going to be tiled, hopefully. I've got the tiles. It's just to and fro about what I wanted to do with this. I don't know whether to knock down this brick and make it more of a view, or just keep it as it is, and it hides a few things behind there, so out of sight, out of mind. Big Euonymus shrub that has got to be trimmed before the end of this week. Whether I do a short on that, we'll see. Forgotten plants from last year, some ivy variegated, and they're starting to come back. I cut them back to a growth point, and they're starting to show signs of coming back. So they're going away in a quiet corner until they regenerate. Yeah, there you go. More tidying up to do. And we got some new clematis. I'm probably going to put these in pots and put them on a small bit of trellis. Keep them under control. I don't think I want them climbing my wall this year, but again, we'll see about that. So what we got clematis blue and a variegated version, Jasminoides variegatum. They're doing okay. And that's it. That's the back garden. The wall ivy, I'm getting that sheared sometime very soon. And then we've got all of our pots and planters to sort out. So much to do. And it's up to me to do it. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. All the best. Bye bye.